Good morning and welcome to New Year's Eve here on Southern. In 25 minutes, our film Africa, Texas Style, starring John Mills, Hugh O'Brien and Nigel Green, all about a rather unusual attempt to preserve Kenyan wildlife. We'll be going out of town with Jack Hargreaves at 11:30, and at 12, programmes for younger viewers begin with Little Blue. Right now, we're off to the Lost Islands. Digby, the biggest dog in the world, tomorrow morning at 9:55 on ITV. Now this morning's film, Africa, Texas Style.
The very last edition of Day by Day. And at 6 o'clock, we'll be marking the occasion with a special one-hour programme. We think it'll be a memorable one. There'll be humour, there'll be song. We'll be looking back on some of our big moments and meeting some of the people who've helped to shape Day by Day since it began way back in 1961. Tonight's programme has a special title too, as you can see, Day by Yesterday. So do try to join us at 6 o'clock, won't you?
Take us day by yesterday. First of all, time to go over to ITN for the latest national and international news.
News at
Hello and good evening and goodbye. Well, not quite yet. For although this is Day by Day's last programme, we've at least got an hour to ourselves again tonight. And we're going to spend that hour not in a spirit of regretful parting, but we hope with a touch of humour and a little nostalgia. Chris?
And if you're worried about his voice, don't worry. He's not simply overcome by the emotion of it all. He does have a very heavy cold, don't you, Cliff?
Yeah, it's been one more day I've lost my voice altogether.
Right.
Just caught it on the hop.
Say no more. The show goes on. Neither of us was actually here when Day by Day first started on April 4th, 1961. But I've worked for Day by Day now for 10 years, man and boy. And some of the items we've got for you tonight will show that quite a few boys have got, well, just a little bit older over the years.
As most of you will know, Day by Day is ending in about an hour's time because tonight is the last night of transmissions by Southern Television. The Independent Broadcasting Authority made that decision last December. Things may change, in fact they will change tomorrow, but we're going to enjoy ourselves for the next hour and again later on in the evening with a special farewell programme to bring in the new year.
About 3 weeks ago, the people who work here at Southern Television had their final Christmas dinner dance. Now, at that dinner, our chairman, David Wilson, summed up the feelings of most of us in one sentence.
A fine company. A very fine company.
We hope this programme will prove his point. We'll be looking back at the highlights of Southern Television. We'll be looking forward to 1982 when Wurzel Gummidge and Portakabin Television go legitimate. What's Portakabin Television? We'll let you in on that later. But first, let's start as we've normally started, catching up the regional news from Peter Clark. Peter.
Without you, we've nothing to do. The program has been just for you. So let us reward you right now. We applaud you by drinking a toast just to you. Day by day, it's been day by day all the way.
Now look at the rest of our New Year's Eve programmes here on Southern. In a moment, Kenneth Williams, Molly Sugden, Nanette Newman, Lonnie Donegan and Gareth Hunt are amongst the guests who'll be playing Give Us a Clue. Michael Aspel once more in the chair, of course. And then Kenneth Williams is also one of the presenters of Carry On Laughing at 7:30, with highlights from the Carry On films. Frankie Vaughan tops a London night out at 8 o'clock, and then at 9 o'clock, Christopher Plummer plays a modern pirate in tonight's film. It's called Desperate Voyage. And then there's a This Is Your Life special at 11 o'clock. And then it's goodbye from us. It's nearly 1982, and that means the end of Southern television, so do join us in a moment as we say it's goodbye from us.
At their brewery in Copenhagen, Carlsberg's brewing experts constantly strive to improve and refine their famous lager. But as they consider that Carlsberg is already probably the best lager in the world, they have little hope of success. Oh well. Carlsberg, probably the best lager in the world.
Did you know that Colite is specially made to give you up to 1/3 more heat? Colite, less smoke, more heat.
When you've got a cough that's bigger than you are, you need all the help you can get. Famil Expectorant. A cough medicine that's bigger than your cough. Famil Expectorant.
All over the country, people are turning in early, so they'll be up in time for the winter sale at Debenhams. It's now on. Also open tomorrow, New Year's Day.
Pound of Danish middle-cut rashers, please. But that's not Danish. It hasn't got the Danish. Which means it won't have the Danish.
That's right, lad. Only Danish has the...
Because only Danish bacon has Danish.
Right. And if you want that special Danish, you've got to insist on Danish, the rasher to rely on.
When it's dry, let it fall. When it's dry,
Rich gravy granules.
let it fall. When it's dry, rich gravy granules, let it fall.
Bisto rich gravy granules make meaty tasting gravy in seconds. For meats that haven't got enough juices to make it on their own.
When it's dry, rich gravy granules, let it fall.
Win a luxury holiday home of a lifetime. Let Hogg Robinson Travel book your holiday with leading tour operators, and a timeshare in a fabulous villa or one of dozens of other star prizes could be yours. Hogg Robinson Travel give you sound professional advice, the pick of the best value holidays around, and the expert care and attention you expect from one of Britain's leading travel agency groups. Before choosing your holiday, see Holiday 82, free from your local Hogg Robinson Travel shop, or ring this number today.
From Abingdon south to Hannington, and from Windsor west to Marlborough, the Newbury Building Society is celebrating a century and a quarter of local service with memories like these. In any of the Newbury's 22 offices, you may share these memories and discover how the Newbury's strong, friendly, local character and high rates of local interest still bring you a lot closer to home.
And it's goodbye from us. And as your host for this last Southern programme, here's a man whose bottom half has never been seen before on your screen, but whose face is familiar to you all. One of Southern's most popular station announcers, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Christopher Robbie.